When I was a kid, I lived in a neighborhood that was sort of a three-way dead end. If you didn't know your way out of that, through the streets, you couldn't find your way out of that neighborhood. And the problem was solved when I was probably about 8 years old or so, and interstate decided to come through, take the whole neighborhood, and let us all move somewhere else. And as it turned out, the place that we moved to was not too far away from the place we moved from. Had to make all new friends and go down and watch them pave over our neighborhood. But that's what I did, and one of the first friends I made was a guy named Frankie. Frankie was about my size, but he liked to fight all the time. And even though we got along kind of well, Frankie used to pick fights with me and never win. Frankie never won one time, not once. We were playing over one of the bridges over the expressway that was not paved yet. Frankie was playing like Zorro or something, and he fell off the bridge. I just stood there for a second looking at him, and then I ran and told somebody to call an ambulance, and I stayed with him until the ambulance came. Frank and I still play together a lot, but he didn't pick fights with me anymore. I guess there was something there for him. But my best friend in the neighborhood at that time was a guy named Butch. Butch's favorite thing was to collect stuff. Butch collected bugs, and Butch collected cans, and Butch collected bottle tops. Butch still collects stuff to this day. And his big dream when he was a kid was when he grew up, he wanted to be able to go to every flea market on earth. And eventually, that kind of thing was able to happen for Butch. Butch got himself a pickup truck, hopped in it with his dad, goes from flea market to flea market. Another guy I knew in the neighborhood was a guy named Gilbert. Gilbert was Frankie's big brother, and every time I didn't let Frankie win, Gilbert, who eventually became a contender for the middleweight crown, would beat me up. I stopped by the old neighborhood a couple years ago, walked into the bar there. Gilbert was sitting at the bar, having a drink, half in the bag, and I kind of wondered what happened to his fighting career. We talked about that for a while, and I said, "Hey, how's Frankie doing? What's he up to?" Gilbert said, "Frankie was robbing a bank a couple years ago, and he was running from the man, and he was on foot, and he got to a real high bridge, and he started to try to hide from the cops when they came after him. He climbed over the edge of the bridge, and he lost his hold, and this time Frankie didn't make it from that bridge. Kind of made me wish I'd have let Frankie win just one time for himself." So this song I want to dedicate to Butch, who made it, to Gilbert, who could have, and to Frankie, who no matter what he did, was never gonna.
Air is heavy, no breeze tonight. Crowd of young boys gathered by the street that night. In the atmosphere, you could cut with a knife. Somebody gotta hear about the street lights. Everything's quiet on the east jackknife lady, it's paradise punk. Talking about skipping out those night school classes. Cause across town right, kick some rich boys' asses. Speed demons on a one-way street. Something like a light burned up by the heat. But muscle and blood is all the promise you get. Some make it through and some are caught in the net. In the night goodnight, it is a final toll. You can give up your fight, or you can give up your soul. Swallowed up by the night. And there's one child thinking, was I born in this? To survive among the dead-end streets and never know the kills of the well-off widows and the debutantes, growing fat and contented in the restaurant. And somewhere in the side slip of a tire iron down. Is this some kind of joke or is this some kind of romance? Hard lessons learned early, never want to die. Oh, young man, surely ain't supposed to cry. Flower girls on a promenade, shoe-shine boys with their razor blade. There's every kind of dream that won't be still tonight. Rocking from the road to the desert rig fight. Smart on the beaches of this conquered land. Get every heart that's digging in to make a stand. Swallowed up by the I know the lessons that they tell you in the school make it sound so sweet. But the pavement never learned a golden rule. You got to stay on your own feet or be swallowed up by the night. You got to check your six. Here's somebody walking. Here's somebody talking. Shusey. Thank you. All right.